That's
there
because
were 8
you're
of us.
It's like the Brady Bunch, except that's also an old reference, Tony.
Oh,
I think I've seen probably. I don't remember any of the plots, but I think I've seen all the episodes of Brady Bunch.
Marsha.
They go to
9.
Hawaii once. There's a
Vincent
curse
Price
thing
is there.
We only have 7. You know, Brady Bunch was on the channel I didn't get, and so I have seen very few.
Really understand that. I will tell you, the Brady Bunch was always a confusing show for me because I was also from a big family. But our socioeconomic situation was slightly different. We did not have a live-in maid who was just there all the time.
Grew up
Mike
like
Brady was an architect,
like a
so,
decade or 2 later. So
okay, I guess do architects make tons of money? I don't know.
In the 1960s/70s.
Was he a crooked architect? Was that a story that they didn't explore? Where
he was a mafia architect.
He was a mob architect. He was
mob
a
architect.
Yes.
Or
market architect. He only built.
Oh, Dan, we gotta be careful.
That's a nice looking house. It'd be great if something happened to it, like spruce it up
a remodel
here and there.
I am concerned that this is one of those things you joke about it, and then 3 years later, bam! It's on CBS on Wednesday. CBS on Wednesdays.
Mob architect.
Yes.
I'm just saying you got to be careful about putting these ideas out in the world.
Tom Cavanaugh is the mob architect.
He's a cop. She's a mob architect. Together they commit or solve crimes.
One of them commits crimes.
No.
He's hiding them from
in the back of your skull.
She's a cop. He's an architect, and together they solve crimes committed by mob architects. Because it takes an architect to catch an architect.
Does it?
Yeah,
that's true.
It does.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I will tell you. You know what? I was making fun of this
anybody
premise.
knows what a cornice is, Jason.
I think there's at least 2 episodes of the procedural show Numbers, which I've seen every episode of, where an architect does commit a crime, and at least one of them is architecture related.
Tony, wait for it. It's just the law of large numbers.
All right, I think we're all here and ready and streaming.
I'm recording.
I'm recording.
I'm getting caffeine at 9:30 at night.
How do I sound as compared to everybody else? I'm still working out this new microphone setup.
You sound good.
Seem good. Good.
You
Okay.
sound way better than everyone else.
That's
your words are better. Your voice is better.
Well, Scott's my favorite.
Your background's better.
Yeah.
Everything's better. With Erica. All right.
Thanks, I needed that.
Well, the live stream is streaming, and they say it's good. So,
hello.
Can you hear Dan? Sure. That's always the important technical question.
Oh,
Dan.
Dan, don't do that. That's not polite for a technical test.
Well,
Dan, say something smart.
Sometimes
let me crop Dan out.
Dan. Dan, such a troublemaker.
I take the meanness, pour it onto me, and reflect it back. Okay.
I like your fancy background, Dan. It's
it's the wrong one, isn't it?
That's his Candlekeep
Public
background.
Library.
Yeah,
my
DPL.
Your
new house is very nice.
Amal's going to just teleport to a very nice place and leave us all behind.
I got a couple options. How about Mars? That's basically.
That's one of the caps, though. That's not great. I don't want to go.
Now they say Athos is full of sand, but I somehow don't think this is what they.
No, that's a
little too much water.
What are you, like the Rodney Dangerfield of Athos now? You know, they told me that there was a lot of sand here, but
yeah.
There you are.
I came to Casablanca for the waters.
Mm-hmm.
That is a horrible Rodney Dangerfield impression.
No, it's really basically just, hey, I'm walking.
I thought it was Humphrey Bogart.
It was halfway in between.
I was misinformed. That I think I'm just doing a Tiff impression now.
I was gonna say I'm feeling some Polly vibes here.
It was halfway in between in that if you had like 2 points here and then you went in opposite directions around the globe and met in the middle. That's about where that
you gotta find Rodney by doing this.
Oh yeah, it's deeper. He's got a couple of meatball subs in him at all times.
They say there's a lot of sand in Athens, but you should see my bedroom. Oh, know what that means.
I don't like respect. It. I know that.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill.
Recording.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. I'm Scott McNulty, a dungeon master, and you are back on the blood-soaked sands of Athos. That's right. We are joining those lovable misfits, Eglath's angels, in their continuing adventures under the sands of Athos. Actually, we've been under the sands of Athos for a long time. Now let us meet our adventurers in no particular order. Steve Lutz, hello.
Hello, Scott, a dungeon master. I am Steve Lutz, a player, and I am continuing to play Kachka, a 3-Kreen bard. And that's pretty much it.
Nope. All right.
Got nothing more to add to that.
Oh, I was waiting and then disappointed. Erica Ensign is here. Hello.
It's the story of my life.
I play Zotasha, a tiefling mystic who currently is flying with actual wings.
Ooh. Tony Sindelar, do you have wings?
No, I don't.
You should have a Red Bull.
Just a guy.
Sponsored.
I don't think this episode is sponsored. No. But if it would, insert sponsor read now. I play Regdar, the guy, level 9 human. That's all. Glad to be here. I totally know how to play Dungeons and Dragons. I haven't. I'm not just a dungeon master. I'm the full package.
I'm in charge now, Tony.
I cast spells? I don't know what I'm doing. Continue. Sorry, Scott.
Jason, was Red Bull one of Dan's many dead characters? I don't remember.
Yes, the Minotaur, Red Bull.
I think you're thinking of Fred Bull. Fred Bull the Centaur.
That's his brother.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sure. He had to take over when Red Bull died.
Uh-huh. Hey, have you ever had the clam chowder in the bread bowl?
I haven't finished introducing people. Aline Sims is patiently waiting to be introduced. Thank you.
Mere moments ago, I want to say that one of my cohort here accused me of being human, and I take offense to that. But I play Shara, who is not human, the Air Genasi rogue, who is currently in a pit of lava, or a lake of lava, I guess. It's full, so it's not a pit. And there's something tentacled that has grabbed me. So
yes.
this is gonna be an interesting thing.
I have plans.
I have thoughts.
Dan Morin has probably neither thoughts nor plans, but does his character.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
No.
I'm still on the sponsor read. I'm thinking about how maps are all spaces full of squares. You guys know Squarespace.
Oh.
Build it, beautiful.
Drag and drop.
I got a little familiar there for me. I play Amlal, the Goliath barbarian who has no thoughts or plans, but does have hopes and dreams.
Oh, that's nice. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Jason Snow. Hello, Jason.
Hello, I am playing Carlos. He is a mole gladiator and likes to run and hit things. And you know him. You might love him. You got to watch him, or he'll run away and do things you don't like.
I try.
So we find our adventuring group in the cult of the fire elemental node, where they are trying to summon forth their patron, and your group is attempting to stop this from happening. You've took an elevator up and down for a while. You crossed a lake of lava, killed a giant, and made your way into another room that you are currently in that has kind of a small causeway. There's a gong in a lake of lava. On the far side to the north is a waterfall of lava that's feeding into this lake of lava. And when we last left off, a lava spout appeared about 45 feet away from where you folks are. And these fiery tentacles erupted from it and attempted to grab some people, and sadly grabbed Shara and pulled her into the lava. And we left with me, your dungeon master, poised to roll damage, and I have not rolled damage yet. And so now I shall do that. And then, dear players, we shall roll initiative. And so you, Shara, you, as the tentacle wraps around you, because it has grappled you, in fact, you take 5 points of damage. And then it pulls you into lava, which is not great. And you take some more damage. Now, if you have any fire resistance, that would be useful. I don't know if you do or not, but just, a pro tip.
You would like to grow some, you could do that right now.
25 points of damage.
Yikes.
Why did we check that rest earlier?
And we should probably roll initiative now.
Good.
I rolled very poorly.
Everybody
And
likes
apparently I
initiative.
have no inspiration, so I can't reroll.
I don't know if I've ever heard anyone use inspiration on an initiative roll.
I absolutely right now. I feel like it would be really important for me.
I understand. I'm just saying that was, it's like baseball. You see something new every time.
I like baseball. When
is
you
that
roll
true?
Initiative.
All I know about baseball is that guy got hit with a pizza. That's
all you need to know.
I don't know that.
I read that whole article, Jason. I hope you're happy. I learned something about sports today because also I had seen the.
It did.
Also, I've seen the.
That's not true, Dan.
I've seen the Paul Kavassis brick, and
It embedded Paul's. Paul's video.
I went searching for a reference to him, but he was not named in the article.
He's not named, but they reference his video, which is not his property and should not be allowed by the express written consent of Major League Baseball or whatever. But they have never taken it down because some things are too beautiful to be removed from YouTube.
Yeah, and that is the one major loophole in copyright is it beautiful?
Is it beautiful and does it involve
Your Honor, does it not move you?
Does it spark joy, basically? Yeah.
Builds it beautiful. All right, so we I don't know what any of that was about, but we are
I'm happy to explain it to you, Scott.
Oh, here comes the pizza. I mean lava. Here comes the lava.
Let me also qualify. I don't care what any of that was about.
All right.
But we are now find ourselves in initiative, which means Katja goes first with her impressive roll of 22. Umlaut also had an impressive roll of 22.
Same thing, Scott.
Yes. Well, it's not your turn yet. I only compliment people on their turns.
Hey, Scott, I have a question.
Roll for compliments.
Yes.
My token is still kind of where I was when I was being pulled into the lava. Can you
Good call.
help me? Okay. Thank you.
You got pulled way out there.
Yep. So you are, probably we'll put you there.
Okay.
And you are currently grappled.
I was picturing her being all the way over by the molten magma roper. So this changes things.
It's true. It is a roper. I think you've all.
I can read.
We made all the Three's Company's jokes last time.
Has that ever stopped you people?
Problem is, there's a long time between sessions, so sometimes we have to retread some ground.
Sometimes you have to.
Also, it was like after we stopped, like the official recording that we started making.
Oh, I see.
We started workshopping them.
Well, when you come and knock on their door, they'll be waiting for you. Where the lava is here and here and here, magma ropers too. That's all I got.
I hope there aren't two.
I mean, also magma TOO.
Oh, got it.
Its friends call it the MMR for short.
Gotcha.
What would you like to do? So the magma roper is about 45 feet away from you. 40 feet.
Okay. So I could probably incapacitate this thing with my hypnotic cube, but that is a 3rd level spell, and I feel like we're going to be encountering some things up ahead that are going to be tough.
Really worth
a little concerned about
That's
it.
what you're thinking, isn't it?
And actually,
I would save a 3rd level.
I've been led to understand that Sotasha has some great ideas. And
I was going to burn something really big, thinking that Shara was all the way over there and like mostly under lava, but I still could.
So Shara is actually further in than I first thought. So there you go. That's where she is.
Yeah. So if I do cast Hypnotic Cube and it succeeds, then we've got a minute to figure out what to do. And that doesn't seem like nearly enough time for us to figure out what to do.
I have no problem with that.
It could just be me. I mean, some of us can probably fly across this lava if we can figure out where we're going, but I don't think that applies to everybody.
True.
Well, so if you can get me detentacled, I don't want to say that. If you can get me ungrappled, I can levitate. So I can at least get myself out of the lava and away from the monster. And then maybe Zatasha can come get me. And maybe we can go
I was just going to
check out the
teleport
gong
you out
on the
there.
way or something. Whatever. So really, I don't know. I feel like just getting me out of the grapple situation is the big thing.
Yeah, I've only got one means of doing that, though, and that is to hypnotic cube this thing. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
Okay.
So I cast Hypnotic Cube around the roper which if I can find the spell in this pile of hypnotic pattern rather, which is a cube. So, it could be called hypnotic
like a
cube.
Fidget cube.
They chose to call it hypnotic pattern. I'm not sure why. It could be cube just as easily. But yes, a twisting pattern of colors in a cube shape weaves around the roper, and he must make a wisdom saving throw. And this is a saving throw against charm, and since I'm using my Cleatar, it has disadvantage on a save.
All right. Let me just check something. Okay. Wisdom saving throw, you say?
That's what I say.
All righty.
Well, I don't say that. The player's handbook says that.
Well, there you go.
I personally would have let you do maybe intelligence.
Oh, thank you.
Constitution, even.
That's very nice of you. I got a 10.
Oh, okay. Well, that is substantially less than 17 you needed.
That's true.
So the roper is now incapacitated.
Can't take actions.
And will be for, I believe, a minute. Yes, the creature becomes charmed for the duration of the minute. It is incapacitated, has a speed of 0, which it already did. So it cannot take actions or reactions. I don't believe that necessarily degrapples the begrappled Shara, but
it does not.
So somebody's still going to have to do that. But I will let everybody know, do not damage the roper or it will wake up.
I was just going to tell people that. Mm-hmm. All right. We've got an incapacitated roper. Umlal.
Helen.
Boy.
And so Kachka, you see these weaving patterns surround the roper, and Kachka yells out, "Don't hurt it!" And Umlal pauses for a second.
Hurt is what I do.
Exactly.
So this is a great question, because what would it take to free Shara then without hurting the roper? Is such a thing possible?
Sure. It's a contested strength check, right? So you would need to get something around Shara to pull her out.
And there's nothing. I assume there is nothing in the lava that is a surface upon which one could stand.
Can your character stand on lava?
I guess, but only for a limited amount of time.
That's true. And if you drop your keys, forget them, man.
If the roper is not going to do anything, then
time pressure immediately.
Yeah, then we might be able to, I'm wondering where exactly are we trying to go from here? Do we want to get up that waterfall, that magma fall?
You don't know.
Is there something up there? Like what can we?
So from your angle, you can see that there's definitely a chamber up there. You can't really see much into it, but there's an opening, and the lava is kind of
I don't know how we're
cascading down.
Because we were coming over here to investigate, but it looks like this ledge just sort of peters out here, and there's not.
No one's banged the gong yet, right?
Go.
Correct.
And has anybody gotten it on?
Well, my thought was, if I could fly up, how high is the falls, or is it falling down from where we are?
It is falling. No, it is falling down to where you are. So It is 10 feet tall.
Because I could fly up, see what I can see. If there's an island or something there, I could just teleport all of us up there.
That would be cool. That would save a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Might also cause some steps to pop up or something.
Or another floating disc.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Right.
Or more lava.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody just wants to shoot something at the gong and see what happens.
I have nothing else to do with my turn, so I will happily ring the gong if that's the thing that we would like to do.
I mean, it could make things colossally worse, but
maybe not.
How much worse could it get?
Oh, why would you? How dare you?
All right, Alma will run over to Regdar, having seen the gong, and is now super excited, can think of nothing but ringing the gong, and will hurl something from his inventory at it.
There's probably rocks around or something. You can just throw a rock.
It's either that or a tinderbox. I don't know.
Probably have
throw a tinderbox near the lava.
The equivalent
gong
of copper
is
pieces.
you can
He's throwing everything from his inventory. Bedroll, explorer's pet, hunting trap, mesquite. Just like keep trying to hit it. Yeah, I'll throw a rock, Scott. What do I have to roll for that?
you hit the gong.
All right,
and
great.
there is a loud reverberating sound that you feel can be heard about 100 feet away.
You feel that? Me did that.
And nothing happens.
Oh,
That was
it's
a great use of a turn.
It is the Roper's turn.
JP
It
Morgan, you ate.
cannot do anything, so it doesn't do anything. Regdar.
I'm just going to do a quick perception check to see if anything has happened vis-a-vis the gong.
Okay.
Oh yeah, since we rang the
11.
gong, I should point out, and I think I said this last time, but I will tell you again, Scott. I have right now I have what's called perfect senses. So I have a keen sense of smell and an instinct to detect prey. I can see invisible creatures and objects within 10 feet of me, even if I'm blinded. So just in case something invisible popped up within 10 feet of me, I would know.
Quick question: why are the rest of us here when Zatasha is clearly capable of handling this?
I mean, I'm going to run out of
Entirely
side
on her
points
own.
eventually.
I mean, I feel like we're mainly here as impediments, so that
Cannon
you know,
fodder? I think
if
that's
it
what
was
that
the
is.
Erica and Scott show, they would have wrapped this up in about a week. You know, we're here. We're what's called narrative padding.
Okay.
I rolled an 11 on perception. Do I?
It is
See?
very hot. There's a roper. One of your friends is drowning.
And the
in a lake
roper
of
is
lava.
still sleeping, such that I don't want to, or hypnotized or whatnot, such that
It
damage
is
to it would not be.
In fact, now it's
conducive
difficult to see where the roper is because it is not moving.
Yeah.
And so you
That-
kind of
That could be a stalactite or a stalagmite.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, you know, I will tell you, Regdar is built for a variety of situations. Helping somebody out of lava is not one of them. Regdar will use minor conjuration. You use your action to conjure up an inanimate object no larger than 3 feet on a side, no more than 10 pounds in your hand. Regdar conjures up a life preserver and tosses it in the general direction of Shar.
Is it made of asbestos?
Yeah, like
Uh,
tell me more.
It's Dark Sun, so probably I just assume everything is made of a little bit of asbestos in Dark Sun. It's asbestos and sand, people, all the way down.
It immediately combusts. Carlos, what would you like to do?
Carlos readies an action to attack anything scary that might magically appear in front of him. Otherwise, he will pass.
Right.
Carlos has nothing to contribute.
Oh, that's not true. Shara, you are
Right.
surrounded by lava and incompetence.
The
Not
lava
sure which
is new.
worse.
That's right.
That's not true. You guys are handling this very well, so I will take that back. Suspicious competence. I don't understand what's happening. That's why I can't.
We turned over a new rock, Scott, and it had a roper underneath it.
Here, turn it back. But you're grappled, so you have this tendril wrapped around you, and you are kind of sinking into lava.
Oh,
Not great.
yeah. All right. So you said contested strength check.
If you want to break out of your grapple,
Okay, let's try that.
give me a strength check. It's actually not contested if you're just trying to break out.
Oh, I was a 20.
You managed to get yourself out of the grasp of the tendril.
Okay, cool.
So you wiggle free, but you are still currently
In lava. Yeah.
Can you levitate?
I'm just looking. I think it's an action.
Just
Yeah,
start
it's an
swimming.
action.
Alas.
And
I would
don't
say
have-
swimming through lava is difficult terrain, so you're half speed.
Well,
You
are
should
we
be able to
looking
get to
at
the edge in one turn,
2, 3? Yeah, I could get to the edge in a turn.
and somebody else could yank
Do
you
it.
out.
Yep. So yeah, assuming that each of those is each square is 5 feet, I can get to the edge.
That's a correct
So-
assumption.
I will swim over there, and I think that is the entirety of my turn.
And you take 32 points of damage.
Oh my lord!
Cool. I am unconscious
Oh,
and burning alive
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
in a lake of lava.
Oh, actually, I missed one. 39.
it changes everything.
Still unconscious and burning alive in a lake of lava.
I fell
I'm a
into
stickler.
a burning lake of lava.
But you are your hand is grasping out, and then you slip into unconsciousness, and you are slowly sinking into the lava.
A thumbs up though on the way down.
Shara always has a positive attitude.
Yeah, that's what you can say about her for sure.
Zatasha.
The other hand gesture was not replicable.
This is a family podcast.
Now I have a question:
I don't know if it is.
Is an unconscious creature automatically considered willing in terms of like?
No.
Yikes.
I meant for teleportation purposes, very specifically.
Sure.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. That's an interesting question.
I mean, I could also grab her hand, like reach down and grab her hand and try to
I
do
think
that.
that's what you would do.
Okay, that's because that's going to make it more difficult for me to actually get to a point where I might be able to teleport us someplace useful. But pulling her out of the lava is
see
more important. Yeah, I was going to fly up so I could see and hopefully see someplace up there that we could teleport to. In this case, we might just have to.
We have 9 more
anywhere.
rounds to do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. We have plenty of
Shara
time because
That's
the
true.
roper's still
That's true.
hypnotized. So
Okay, then I guess I'll just try to pull her up.
Okay,
grab
just
her
make a strength check or athletics check.
If you want, you can take the help action and I can do it on my turn and we can work on it together.
I'm sure I can get her out.
I'm a
before-
little concerned that hitting that gong hasn't done anything yet, but might still do something. So if I can get her out and still get us teleported someplace, I would.
I'll also just mention mathematically, it's about the same for 2 people to try versus 1 person to try with advantage.
Fair point.
Oh yeah,
unless
that's true.
unless one person's much better at it,
Has a
which
much
is-
better, yeah. Right,
and
that
then
makes
it is better to give that person advantage.
The help
I'm
action
not
is
good.
One of those
at
things I always thought it was weird
any
is
of that
like,
stuff.
is it better to try twice or to try once really well? Yeah.
I tried once and I rolled an 18.
Well, that's
So
enough.
Good.
Okay.
So Shara is out of the lava. Hooray!
Only very badly burned.
Aw.
And then I am going to, let's see. Do I have anything that's useful that I can do with a bonus action? Probably not.
I don't know.
Um,
Open a door.
Drop a weapon. Pick up a weapon. Sheath a
Take a
weapon.
potion.
Not really. I'm just gonna fly.
You're right. Not take a potion.
I'm gonna fly up about 15 feet and see if I can see any better.
Okay.
this direction.
And I was going to ask the question because there's plenty of light down here because there's lava everywhere, so you can see.
I do have dark vision as well.
Well, that's it. So you see another room and a catwalk.
Okay. All right. Well, on my next turn,
Can't wait to
I
get
can,
up there and shake my little tush.
on my next turn, I can transport
Thorax.
us all up there.
All
I
right.
can't do it now, and I can't do anything to help stabilize Shara at this point because I already used my action. I assume it was an action to pull her out.
Yes.
That's it.
I do have advantage on death saves, so
I mean,
Okay.
There's plenty
a
of
lot of
time.
people are going to get to go before you have to make a death save. I think you're going to be okay.
You never know, Kachka.
It is us.
What are we
That's true. There's probably something else we could be doing. Kachka has a sandwich.
All right, so we are 1 round down on incapacitation for the roper.
Kachka plays a song about being burned alive by lava.
It's called Burned Alive by Lava.
Catchy.
Yeah, I will cast a Cure Wounds on Shara, 2nd level, which I believe.
What if she won't go to
A
the second
2d8
level
plus
with you?
my modifier.
Lava hurts. Lava burns. Feel better.
So you now have 14 hit points.
Lovely.
I'm
Thank you.
confused.
And I think I will stay where I'm at Actually, I'll move over 1 square. Shara is in that one.
Excellent. Umlal. Now's your chance. The roper's there.
Yeah. I'm fascinated to know how this adventure assumes we are getting across a pool of lava if we don't have somebody who can fly and teleport the entire party. But the answers are not contained.
There's probably a boon we could have gotten somewhere, and you
I
wouldn't
know.
have gotten
It's not like
anyway.
we had to like carve
I mean,
my forehead
that-
again.
Gong
Yeah.
still might do something.
True. Just dunk your head in the
Yeah,
lava.
sure. We'll just keep
Maybe you got to hit the gong like 3 times.
What if we
Stop
took?
banging
hit it
that
with the
gong
roper.
already, Erica?
What if we took
Or-
the gong?
Oh, it's one of those magic things that
Roper
operates
gong?
via theft. I don't think that's a traditional D&D mechanic.
I think the roper has to hit the gong, so you've got to convince the roper to hit
Do I
the
have
gong
to hit?
somehow.
What if I hit the gong with the roper?
Oh.
Then
Or
it
the
will be
roper with
awake.
It may be also
I
that
was gonna say.
the gong activates something that takes 10 minutes, but because we're in combat, that is 100 rounds.
Or even
Oh.
1 minute.
There is a dead giant in the other room. We could fashion a raft very easily out
Ooh,
of
I
that.
like your ideas.
You know,
As a fire giant.
no one understands rafts the way I do.
5 guys. Oh.
Rafts
I'm
are
not
the rope of the surface of liquids.
Amlal is feeling very antsy because he likes to murder things, and this thing he's like, why can't I murder this thing?
It
Maybe
looks
you
like there
should
might be
throw
still
another
somebody in
rock
other
at the
room.
gong.
Yeah, in it's not that he throws a rock at the gong like because he's trying to do it. It's just frustration. It's just like
Stupid gong.
skipping stones.
All right. It's,
Fine, I'll throw a rock at the gong.
another very loud sound reverberates out.
And then I guess he'll go wander over and stand next to Carlos and sulk.
We'll
like,
solve together.
like just gesturing at the magma and gesturing at his sword and being like,
Why are we here?
This is fine.
Regdar.
Am I allowed to
Coffee,
attack the
wears a
roper
hat.
yet?
I think the problem is
Yes.
as soon as you attack it, it starts hitting us again.
So
and-
well, I'm not going to be the first person to attack the roper.
It might pull somebody else in before we can teleport away.
Well, here's
The
what I'm
answer
going
is
to do.
No, we
The
gotta go.
answer is if that roper does anything, if anyone else attacks the roper, Regdar is going to fire a ray of frost at it. That's what I'm doing. I'm preparing an action.
Okay.
That's not like wasting your turn. It takes longer than wasting your turn.
Pre-wasting.
That's right.
It does. Carlos, you prepared an action for last round,
Yeah.
but didn't happen. So what would you like to do this?
Same as Regdar, I'm gonna prepare a ray of frost at the roper.
Hey,
if
hey,
someone else-
hey,
attacks the
hey!
roper.
Intellectual property. Oh,
You taught it to me. Now I know it too. Now it's both of ours.
this is where you learned that. Also, you probably even
I
have
learned
at the
it
same-
from you, Dad.
I guess it's just a cantrip, so we have it at the same
also
level.
just a cantrip. Yeah,
yeah.
Regdar's your father. Dun, dun, dun.
magic
Twist.
daddy.
I mean, you're half human, right?
Magic Daddy is the
I mean,
title
yeah,
of this episode.
half human. That's
Half
what a mole
regular
is.
guy.
Yeah.
We got a whole new class of listener. Shara.
Yep.
What would you like to do? You
Don't know
take
anymore.
a deep inhalation of breath and thank your lucky stars that you are not in a lake of lava, but you are next to a lake of lava. So what would you like?
Yeah, I imagine I'm kind of like patting out some while I'm encouraging the wind that kind of constantly surrounds me to put out some flames rather than fanning some flames on my
Yes,
clothing.
you're actually dying down the wind so they don't feed the fires.
Yeah.
The fire's hungry.
I don't like the fire. I don't like that the fire is hungry. I don't like that I can't attack this roper. I am assuming that people filled me in about.
Yes.
Well, I guess
Did
I
it
would have
telepathically.
heard. Okay. So, I guess I too will join the ranks of people readying an action.
Waiting for someone
We're
else.
so ready.
We are so ready. I am
Before action.
I am going to pull out my sword. So if a tentacle comes toward us to grab anybody within melee range, I'm gonna take a swipe at a tentacle. Or can I do a tentacle or another like melee range enemy, or does it have to be a tentacle specifically? This is a weird episode. This is weird. I feel weird.
Yes, is it any protuberance?
Yeah.
Just a
I feel
tentacle.
like we have some good titles already in the hopper here.
I'm taking notes.
I think the way you would phrase that is if any kind of enemy combatant comes within melee range, you would attack that.
That's what I would like to do,
So
please.
that is all inclusive of tentacles.
All right. That's my turn.
The worst Caribbean resort ever. Tentacles on the beach.
And there was just one tentacle in the sand. That's when the
But
roper
it's
had
all
you.
inclusive, so it's all the tentacles. Never mind.
I don't know where this is going. Kachka.
We're good.
Wait, you skipped me.
Oh no, I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Zatasha.
Mhm.
I was just
And
making sure
Natasha's
Kachka
the
was
one
still there.
person we need.
I am going to fly.
You are flying.
Yep, out to. Let's start with like about here. Can I see
Okay.
any better? Any farther?
Well, let's get our handy dandy ruler. Every DM's favorite thing. Well, it's pretty bright in there, so why not? We will. So you could see this is a fairly large-ish room up there, and it reveals on the other side of it. Oops, I just revealed too much. Too much.
You revealed everything.
Well, not everything. But too much.
Yeah, because my teleportation range is 1 mile, but it has to be something I can see within 1 mile. So
you see there's this room is above the room that you're currently in, hence the lava flow. And you see a catwalk above a pool of water. So you see another pool of lava.
I don't think they have cats on Athos. I think you mean a cankwalk.
Not everything is a king.
No.
I mean, actually, 90% of things are canks on Athos.
Sandwalk.
A cakewalk is when the cops bring you into the station.
That's
though.
it, Dan.
Oh.
Different term.
I thought it was when you all walked around in a circle and
Yes,
the last
that
one on the
one.
right number wins a cank.
thank you, Steve.
Thanks.
It's also true.
You see a gantry and above it is another, on the far side of the room, is another lava flow coming down. So it's
Okay.
kind of stepped.
All right. Well, I'm going to holler, everybody, there's a catwalk over there. I'm going to teleport us all over to it.
What's a
And
cat?
then I do. So yes, it's.
You mean a cank walk?
Yes.
Okay.
This episode
that's
of Total Party Kill is brought to you by cankmilk.com.
Canklock.com.
No. I'm not buying another domain. Cankmilk.com.
Yes, you are.
It's where you cank walk to.
Yep.
Cankmilk.com.
Yes,
Don't cank walk, cank run.
Run.
To cankmilk.com.
Kanks, I hate it.
Yep.
See, I've justified owning that domain for another year.
Justified?
Yes. For tax purposes.
for my work.
absolutely.
Continues to be a business
Oh.
expense.
Oh yes, for your work.
Yeah, so
important
Phantom
work.
Caravan as an action, I and
Phantom
up
Caravan.
to 6 willing creatures of my choice that I can see within 60 feet of me teleport up to 1 mile to a spot that I can see.
Quick question:
Yeah.
Did you bring the roper?
I am not going to bring the roper
Okay, great.
But you have just teleported the roper.
to be my friends.
Willing.
The roper would get a saving throw, and I would have to use a different power.
The roper would not be willing.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Maybe he doesn't like where he's at. It's not like he can go on his own.
Ropers can move.
They can?
Mhm.
Yes, they can.
Oh.
They suck. They're no good.
Everything
All
that
right,
moves
so
sucks.
yes, I will teleport everybody onto this cankwalk.
Uh,
You're welcome.
Put myself there. And
all right, we're out
Then-
of combat.
because of my psychic
Are
focus,
we?
I get
'Cause
an
it seems like we're
additional.
still in reach of this roper.
I still get an additional 10 feet
Oh,
of
I
movement.
guess
I
you're
would
10
I
feet
want
up,
everybody
though.
as far over this way as I can see. I don't know how well I could see that direction, but
I will read what you all see. And I guess we'll stay in combat. I will stay in initiative order.
Makes it
Let's
easy.
see. What number room are you in? Aha. I see. I see.
Do you
I will
see, Scott?
read. I do. The tunnel opens above a pool of lava. You are not coming out of a tunnel. You are above a pool of lava, the surface of which is 30 feet below. A metal cankwalk suspended 10 feet from the ceiling by iron chains connects to another tunnel on the far side, as well as to a stone column rising up from the magma. The Kankwalk passes through a hole in the column. In the lava below, serpentine creatures glide and splash. To the south, the lava cascades into a pool, which is where you just came from, before the current continues down a channel to the north.
All right.
And so you see a bunch of kind of serpentine forms of varying sizes kind of swimming through the magma below you.
Lava
How
snakes?
far below us?
30 feet.
10 feet.
Oh, I thought you said 30.
10 feet.
We're 10 feet from the ceiling, but how far are we from the...
Let's see what I read here. Surface of 30 feet below. Catwalk suspended 10 feet from the ceiling. So 20 feet from you.
I see. And can we see farther in any direction? I just sort of, for no particular reason, headed to the one sort of toward the east, but it just seems that there are non-Kankwalky places to stand on either side of the Kankwalk.
There are, but let us...
Presumably the catwalk connects something to something.
Let me do something.
Nope, it's a freestanding Kankwalk.
It's a structural
No
Kankwalk.
self-respecting Kank would give their name to a Kankwalk that didn't connect to places that are worth walking.
Oh, is there a plaque where we can read about the kank that this Kankwalk is named from? Kankity
It's probably on
K
the,
Kank, the third king of
Probably on
kanks.
the pillar in the middle.
Oh, okay. Always stop to read the plaque, people. That's how you will learn the real history of Kankwalks. There's not any tourists here for that.
Not really. So what was the question?
Cool.
You
I hate
can
it once a
see-
Kankwalk gets all touristy.
I just want to know if there are passageways off to either end, or are they
Yes.
just like little nooks?
So there are tunnels that are on either end of this catwalk.
I'm just wondering which one to head toward, but if I don't see anything in either one, it's 6 and 1 half a dozen of the other.
Correct. And I think so. Do you have? So you did an action. So or is that a movement, or do you still have movement? I don't know how. Phantom
It is. That
Caravan
was an
works.
action. I also used some of my movement.
All right. Well, you can move wherever you would like. There is to the west, southwest, I guess, a tunnel, and to the northeast, a tunnel.
I'm just going to go this way and see what I can see. Please assume that I am firmly on the Kankwalk
gonna
and
say,
not
wait a
just like
second.
dangling off the
Just
side
wanna
as it looks
jump
like on the
off
map.
into the lava. So you see that this tunnel continues upward.
All right. Well, I have arbitrarily made the choice that we're going this way, so I go, "Come on, guys, this way. Go team." I mean, come on, team, because don't go. Come this way. Thanks. Turn done.
Oh.
You have such good
Kachka.
turn etiquette. It's like you're the person who always says over on the radio.
Well, if
10-4.
you don't, how do people
How
know
will
when
they
to
know?
talk?
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Kachka says, be there in a minute, and heads in the other direction.
Oh.
Kachka just wants to sort of
This is
stealthily
us.
head the other
Don't-
direction just to
Don't
see.
make me baleful transposition you, Mr.
Oh
Missy.
dear.
Kachka is just going to see if there's anything coming towards us from that direction, and if this like maybe ends in a secret door that we could have possibly gone in.
Secrets.
So I will stealthily head a few squares to the west.
All right. Give me a stealth check, please.
Sure. I would love to do that. That is a 13 plus 19.
13 plus 19.
Yeah, it's a big one.
That's a lot. All right. So as you cross into the tunnel, you notice something right away, that the heat, it's really, really hot down here, and you cross over and the heat intensifies. It's even hotter in this area. And now let me explain what you are seeing in this room.
Pizza ovens.
Yep, that's it.
Delicious.
Let's make
Was
a
it?
pizza pie right here.
I've never
this-
had a pizza, so you've had it made by a fire coal, Jason.
This tunnel opens up into a chamber with a convex floor, scores of humanoid skulls, most of them scorched and charred or stuffed into niches in the walls. Many of them burn with flames, each varying in color, casting the entire chamber in a bizarre light.
Neat. I can't actually see any of that. Oh, there, now I do.
I'm starting to think that this cult might be bad.
I also see there's a passage heading towards the south. I feel like that's our exit.
Quick question.
I presume
Scott.
that there is a secret door over there that leads into that shelf in the other room.
Are these floors actually like stripy, or is that indicate something else?
That indicates something else.
The floor is lava.
It could be elevation.
It could be, but it's not. So when these are indicating the level of heat in the different rooms, and for game mechanics, if you
barbershop quartets,
the heat is so intense that if you linger in certain areas, things.
Oh, we mustn't linger.
Yes, I have no intention of lingering. In fact, I'm going to take a couple steps back before I even end my turn. Back to the cakewalk. I just wanted to identify our means of egress if we had to get out of here quickly. And that looks like the way.
Mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Umlal.
Oh,
so Zatasha just said, "This way, team. Thank you. Good night."
Never had a reason.
Do you have more movement then? I mean, if all you did was look.
I went about 4 squares in that direction and then 2 squares back. So maybe I've got.
So you still have an action then, right?
I do. I guess I could dash towards you, but I'm not sure I want to do that because I like being in the back.
Fair.
I could shoot that roper in the other room. But I don't think I'll do that either.
Amlo, I guess, is gonna forge ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I see when I reach this spot?
Right. Let's see here. So.
Oh, good. More.
Let's see. How far can you see one?
Pretty far.
You can probably see it here.
Oh, more of those guys.
And I will explain what you see. Pillars rise from the glassy floor of this circular cave to support a smooth domed ceiling, which you can't see, but you can imagine. Niches carved into the columns hold dancing flames that illuminate copper tapestries hanging on the walls. Each tapestry bears the symbol of the fire cult. Just in front of a wide exit tunnel stands a dais with an altar on top of it. Before the altar kneel 3 cultists, 2 in robes and 1 encased in armor. To the north and south are smaller chambers, which you can't really see, but I guess you could see the one to the north. An ornate privacy screen blocks the view to the north.
Voila.
To the man behind the screen. Almo looks back at Zatasha and whispers, "We found altar."
And the cultists appear to be kneeling in front of the altar and praying.
Well,
there weren't altars at the other
there was
places
one
where they were trying to bring people through, were there?
Well, there was one where they tried to sacrifice
the halfling. Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't at a portal.
That was for divination purposes. Okay, well, I just assume we need to go and kill these people.
Yeah, I mean, Amlal's gonna say that, but then continue on. 6, 7, 8, get to there. Question is attack or get closer.
By the way, I would have expressed my findings to everybody when I got back in the room. So,
well, this is one of those times where it's like, this is a stupid thing, but this is what Amlal would do.
Play your character.
Okay.
50, 20, 25, 30. He creeps all the way up behind him, like kind of stealth, like tiptoeing, but not stealthy. And then just is like standing right behind the guy in the armor, who I assume is looking at the altar praying. Is that what you said, Scott?
Yep.
And goes, "What are we looking at?"
Oh no. Oh no.
I love it.
All right, give me a second.
Gotta recalibrate for how foolish you are.
I said it's a stupid idea, but it is 100% what Amlal would do.
100%.
Is it an idea?
Yeah, idea is a strong word.
Not for Omwal. That's a great idea for Omwal.
It is a thing that is happening. Let us agree that it is.
Yeah, as I mentioned,
It is
he has
happening.
no thoughts or plans, simply hopes and dreams.
Yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways, who's the real hero of the story?
Pure
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean,
child
yeah. I mean, Amwal's happy. Regdar
with no soul. He is.
Regdar is full of
Very
lies
happy.
and confusion. Plus, he almost got eaten by a tempo. I mean, don't be like Regdar, people. be like Amal.
Oh wait, oops.
Dab of God.
Give away your soul.
I think technically you
whatever.
You did get eaten by a tempo and then.
Yeah.
Well, did I get
that.
eaten? I got killed by one. I
Okay,
mean, I don't think I got
That is true.
digested. Mauled. Mauled is a more.
That's it.
Accurate.
Okay. I had to do a bunch of stuff. All right, so I've done all my things. So,
Oh, boy.
Umlal, as you walk in there, you also see something else.
Well, that would have been great to know.
Yeah.
Would not have changed anything, let's be honest.
You see a rather large creature in the chamber below, holding a very large sword.
Fun.
Who sees you? It looks like a well, the best way to describe it is a big red genie holding a giant sword.
I was gonna say it looks ginish.
So there you go. So you say, "What are we looking at?" And it's not their turn, but they are surprised that you are there.
The last time we met a djinn in the cult area, they were working against their will, and we were able to talk them
That's
around
true.
to our side.
Have we met two different Jinn? Did we meet both a wind and a water one?
I don't
it was
think
just
we've
wind.
met a water one. I think just the
Yeah.
the wind one, which
Okay.
we went in and broke its vessel, and it
Yep.
never really helped us as I was
Yeah,
hoping.
you gave us the bottled breath, I think. That's
Eventually, but it didn't come in and save the day at moments when we thought it would.
I just
Oh, no.
so we don't know what this Jinn's relationship to the other three might be yet.
So it sees you, holds up a hand, Umlal, and that hand, in that hand, a globe of fire appears. It throws it at you and hits with a 23.
I suppose so.
And you take 18 points of damage. Then it unsheathes its sword, walks toward you, and swings.
It gets to
It's
do a
a-
lot when I surprised it.
It's a scimitar. It's not particularly surprised. 23.
To hit?
Yep.
Yes. That'll
You take
hit.
10 points of slashing damage.
How much came from how much was there from the fire?
I don't remember.
I think it was 18.
18. There you go. 10 points of slashing damage and 6 points of fire damage. It's
Plus
an incredibly
18, which
hot
is,
scimitar.
34. Is that right?
Sure.
Sounds right. Yeah, that could have gone better. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance to absorb some of that as a reaction.
Now, I'm going to ask a question.
Boy, I rolled like
Uh-oh.
crap. So I absorbed 6 of that.
Do you have any plans to go back to the Roper within a minute?
I don't think we're going back there within a minute.
Mm-mm.
All right. I'm going to take it out of combat and replace it with this.
And Scott, did the Jinn act on its turn or my turn?
It acted on its turn.
Okay.
I assumed you were done. If you weren't done, you could do something.
No, I mean, it was trying to figure out when certain things would happen, but that's fine if it basically got to go immediately after me showing up.
It did. In initiative order, it's what it would be.
Brilliant.
The other guys, not so
Amla
much.
will yell loudly like, "Ow! What's the big deal?"
What's a big a deal? I was just
Forget
making the
about
pizza in
it.
the other room.
Mamma
What's
mia!
the matter, you?
I apologize to our Italian American
Yeah.
listeners.
And
They had no
everybody
idea
else.
that was an Italian.
I was going to say,
accent. Let's be
what
fair.
about people who just live in Italy, Scott?
Yeah,
You're
what
like,
about-
They know what
I
they
have
about-
nothing for them.
What about Mario?
They still owe
Mario's
me for
fictional Dan.
The
You
Renaissance.
apologize to all of our
The
Mario
Renaissance?
listeners.
You have a chip on your shoulder about the entire Renaissance?
Yep.
I mean,
that's another podcast. But
Scott was really into the nascents, and when they
I want to find out what Scott has against Leonardo da Vinci, but that's a different podcast.
I don't like overachievers. Stay in your lane, Da Vinci. Regdar.
Okay. All right, Regdar scampers forward. I see a little nook in this hallway here, so where I can see Amlal getting beaten up by this giant djinn. Regdar calls over his shoulder to his coworkers, "Amlal found the bad guys!" And I will fire off some magic missiles at the djinn. I feel like this calls for a level 4 magic missile.
Yes, you assess the situation. This seems like a level 4.
All right, level 4 magic missile.
5 iron, maybe a 6.
Wait, what's power on this genie?
That can't be right.
That can't be right.
Consult my caddy, Carlos.
Let's see. I get
about
three,
a level 4.
Three
Level 4?
additional darts. Let's see here. This does not. I thought D&D Beyond did more math for me. It does not.
No.
Math is stupid.
So I create
First the
3 glowing
Renaissance, now
darts.
math.
For each additional level, I get
D&D Beyond. I like math.
Probably just
3
keep
more
hitting
darts.
the damage roll.
I was trying to figure out how many times I get to hit it. I think I get to hit it 6 times total. So that is 1.
Yep.
What?
6 times.
Did Scott say? Okay.
Yep. I was just looking up, but
4 plus 2 is 6. Plus 4 is 10. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3 is 13. Plus 4 is 17.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 3 is 20.
Solid
I believe
20.
that was 6 total darts, 20 total damage. As 6 magic darts whiz down the hall and thwack into the side of that djinn.
whack. How much was it? 20, you said?
20 damage.
All right. It takes all that damage.
That's good. It was force damage.
Yeah,
And not...
stuff
it was one of my few not fire spells because I figured that, this thing lives in fire, or at least lives near fire.
I mean,
It's
I guess
red.
We'll find out.
This thing is red.
If literally everything resists fire damage or not, I guess.
I assume canonically that Regdar really invested a lot of time into fire magic because of his love of firing pottery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's his natural affinity
That makes
there.
sense. Yeah.
Also,
Alright,
it just seems like the wizard has a lot of fire things.
Very, very lazy.
Fireball, wall of fire.
Nobody
Fire.
ever talks about water ball. So it doesn't get the same
Yeah.
play.
Nobody
Dan?
cares about water ball. Carlos.
Don't go chasing water walls. Please continue.
Anyway,
people.
here's water wall.
I'm a lava, you know what I mean, and I'm swirling around under the cakewalk. Carlos runs.
Lava. Run, Carlos. Run.
With his boots of speed, he is able to run all the way to next to his compatriot Omlal.
Ow.
Okay.
That's a choice.
I mean, it's fighting time.
Carlos,
He has to
this
hit
guy.
stuff.
Carlos, this
Yeah.
guy really mean.
And he's going to take an action surge so that he can once again he can also hit because he had to use his action to run further. But he can hit now, and so he's going to attack the djinn.
Boy. Lay off
Assuming-
the gin.
if that is who he is. All right, so let's give this a try. 25 to hit.
25 to hit. Yes. I noticed any kind of fire related damage. Don't bother.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you for saving us time. 11 piercing damage. Attack number 2. 21 to hit.
That will hit.
6 piercing damage.
All right.
15 to hit.
It bounces off. It's tough skin.
And 19 to hit.
That will hit.
That will take 12 slashing damage.
Ooh.
Different kind of damage.
What?
And that's it. He's hit thing. He ran and hit things, people. It's the
Yeah, this is
archetypal
great.
Carlos turn.
Hooray!
That's why we're here.
What was that last one? 10?
That's why we are all here, just for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carlos.
And so, Shara and Zatasha, you see beneath the catwalk, emerging from the lava, some forms.
Oh,
Does
the
Ketchka
snakes.
see this too?
Fire snakes.
Where is Ketchka?
Ketchka is off to the west.
Southwest.
Kachka chose to stay behind.
Then Kachka sees it as well.
Okay.
If I can get the right layer.
Cake?
Maybe it's that one. Yes, it is. Okay, good. As these things appear.
Oh no!
What kind of things?
Like fire salamanders?
Bad
Fire
things.
salamanders.
I think they're different than Slot Dan.
Oh, well.
I am in a bad way, just so everybody knows. So
And you're in the middle of 4 of them, so things looking up.
This place is bad.
yeah. Agreed. I
It's no
agree.
good.
Why would
So
anyone
these
be here?
salamanders are like large snakes with arms and heads, and they're
Yes, I'm familiar with the idea of a salamander.
Fantastical creatures.
Yes.
I like how you didn't focus on the part where they live in fire.
Snakes with arms and heads.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I will never describe anything ever again.
I was enjoying it.
And they
Wait,
are
what are
holding.
salamanders?
Well, you know what they're holding, so I won't even tell you. And they use the thing that I'm not going to describe to attack. And who shall they just attack, though?
I
is the
w-
question.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't even say. I would just roll dice and we'll figure it out.
I do
Based
not
on
care.
cause-
Just read
clues.
numbers, Scott.
It's just
Scott,
numbers
just read numbers
from
and we'll
now
have to
on.
infer what happens. Scott, have you considered this is an alternative Dungeon Master style where you just play the role of a number station?
I don't like that. They will throw 2 spears at Shara and 1 spear at Zatasha and 1 at Kachka.
Surely they have cover because they're on a cakewalk. And those people are down below
20
them.
feet up.
That is true. The Shara's miss. Zatasha's
That's
will
good.
also miss. Does a 16 hit you, Kachka?
It would, but I'm going to use some cutting words.
Haha. Here's
Salamanders are just snakes with heads and legs.
Snakes have heads. Snakes are known for their heads, Jason.
That's not what Scott tells me. Come on.
Okay.
And salamanders don't have legs.
You said a 16, right?
I did.
Okay.
Salamanders
So you wouldn't let me
absolutely
describe what a
have legs.
salamander was, so couldn't tell you.
I have concerns about your salamander definition now.
So I need to roll a 2 or better on my 1d8. to
These are
avoid getting
fantastic
hit.
salamanders. These are not normal salamanders.
Okay, we get it. These are great salamanders. I'm still
right.
not going to buy. I'm just not in the market. I came.
What's it
I
gonna
came to
take
the store.
These are not
I
the
came to the
salamanders.
store looking for an ice newt. You will not sell me a fire salamander.
How
All
can
right.
I get
am
you into
taking
a
my
salamander?
business elsewhere?
You could probably feed him to the salamander.
I'll include an undercoating.
Oh,
Is that for
hey,
you
they
or the
put that on at
salamander?
the factory.
Is it made of lava?
Yeah.
It is made of lava. Kachka, did you do whatever it is you were going to do?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it was, though.
All right, well, if
And
it.
this is
The
podcasting.
good news
everybody.
is I'm not getting hit.
All right, well, then you will take 12 points of damage. And they will kind of swirl around and look up at you. Shara,
Get out.
Hmm.
get to the chopper.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Now, you don't know which way to go because there's one way that has more peril, but you don't quite know that yet. But everyone, you see Carlos run towards peril, so you know to the north is peril.
But also
Yeah,
your
well, our friends are in a fight to the north. I think we should all go together.
Yeah.
Whichever way
saying.
Carlos went, that's where Peril is because he
Yeah.
takes Peril with him.
Yeah, and I know
Middle
both
name.
Carlos
No, it's danger,
and
but it's close.
I know both Carlos and Almlal are up there, and
Confirmation.
they are bound to be getting into trouble.
Peril was
So-
my mother's middle name.
I am just gonna
Peril,
dash.
peril.
don't know that. We could just be having coffee up here.
It's true.
Hanging out.
Regdar yelled about the peril
Yelled
in
coffee
trouble.
with the bad
That's
guy.
right. And
You
Shara,
did
you come
not.
around the corner. You're standing next to Regdar, and clearly you see peril, coffee,
Yeah.
nowhere to be found.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can't do anything because I dashed, but I am here to bear witness to whatever happens.
You say you guys are on your own.
Yep.
Peace out. All right. So, let's see. 20-foot radius.
I hate when he starts using geometry terms.
All right. Oh, that doesn't matter. It will. Oh, yes. So the flame priest points a finger at this point in the room. This point. And a mote of fire expands out of his hand into a fireball, and it engulfs 40-foot radius. The genie is engulfed, but doesn't care. Everybody else probably will.
Oh boy.
So everyone in the room has to roll.
Does that include Shar and Regdar?
Yes.
Cool. Do I have any protection for my nook?
We'll say you can get a plus.
Your pitiful Barnes and Noble e-reader is burned to a crisp.
I'm making a dexterity check, right? Which I'm not great
You
at.
Yes, we'll give you a
Got a
+2 for your nook.
Dex save, Scott.
It is a dexterity saving throw.
This is a spell or magical effect. I have advantage against those.
I also have advantage against things I can see while not incapacitated.
Ooh, I rolled a 21 on my first roll. I'll
Ah,
just roll again.
This is straight up dexterity. Is that right?
Yeah.
Dex save.
If it's a fireball.
Saving.
It's a dex save.
Dex save, yeah.
Well, I rolled with advantage, and my better roll was.
Well, I know that I will still take some damage on a success because
Yes,
I
you
do this.
take half
Because
damage.
this is what it feels like when I've been doing other people.
I failed.
All right. Well, if
7
you
and a
fail,
2.
you take full damage. If you saved, you take, and the DC is 13. You take full damage.
Scott's not
This
going
is
to roll a
coming
pound
from-
of dice.
Yep.
One of the
just
two identical guys on the sides.
8d6. But unfortunately,
I thought
the
that
other
might be the
one
armor
is going to be the same thing.
86.
Wait, how much?
No, it's
We have-
8d6. Is
I know.
He has
but
not.
how
He has
much-
not said the
I don't care
actual
about
number
that.
yet.
I want the number.
I have not.
We have
Well,
not. The real number is yet to be announced. 86 is the
25.
joke number.
What is this? Kino?
19.
I don't know
points
how
of
Kino
damage.
works, yeah.
If
Oh, we
you
lucked out.
I
fail,
assume it's bingo, but with betting.
well, don't count your chickens before they're hatched because there are 2 Eternal Flame Priests.
I really
Uh,
Both can cast Fireball.
wish I had.
So I
ranged-
take half of 19.
Take half of 19. And then
I can uncanny dodge, correct? Because I can
Yes.
see them. Okay.
the other one casts Fireball at the same spot. So same
That's-
DC.
Okay, well, let's see if this advantage on dexterity works better this time. So we're looking like crap.
I got a 17, so that you said it was like a 13, so I'm going to take half damage again.
Woo, I got a 14.
I don't think I should take fire damage. I think I just do fire damage, right? Did Regdar mention that he is? I'm 1/16th tiefling. Maybe.
32 points of damage if you fail. 16
What?
if you-
Or 16 if I. That one's a lot.
I succeeded.
I have 1 hit point.
One hit
no.
point. Shar, why did you run down this hall that's full of fire? Oh, because there's salamanders the other way.
I mean, yeah, like what are my options?
It's out of the fire
Um,
and into the fire.
Mm.
And then the
This
Razor
room
Blast.
is kind of shaped like a frying pan.
It is. It's true. The Razor Blast, who you'll remember, is the armored person who has a portal of flame in their chest, turns and takes their spear and attacks Umlal 3 times, or at least attempts to. 17 probably misses, and 8
Actually,
misses.
17
and-
hits.
oh, how about a 16?
My armor class is 17.
Ah, well then he hits once. Why was she hits once? Come on, they don't all have to be men. I'm a feminist. Hashtag women are the future. 8.
Thanks, Scott.
8 points of damage.
Yes. Or the future is female. That's what it is. Hashtag future is female.
Yeah, Binder's
Wow.
full of the future.
Wow. Wow.
Binder is full of the future.
Nailed it.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Similar, right?
Broken.
So anyway, about those tentacles.
Wow. I like this new, I like this
future.
I like this new character that you're workshopping, Scott. Out out of touch middle-aged dad. It's gonna be all there in the clubs.
That's right.
Well,
I'm an ally, people. I'm an ally.
I've taken roughly 70 points of damage in the last round.
How'd you do that?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when I play in character.
So you've seen a lot of flames billowing out of the corridor in rapid succession. You've heard some screams. You see some salamanders below you.
Yeah, I'm gonna skedaddle up into the hallway, and I'm going to notice that my good friend Shara is in very bad shape, and I am going to use Mend Wounds to mend some of her wounds. With, oh boy, I am going through my side points real fast, but let's see. Oh, and I rolled not great.
Well, let's. So Aline probably didn't take any damage if you got a successful saving throw.
But still, she was down to like one hit point. So you now have 11 more.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Probably aren't down, is what he's saying.
So the creature gains 1 hit point. Okay, and because I just spent those, I can also use my mystical recovery to give myself 4 hit points. Yay.
Ooh, hit points are good.
Yep, I'll take those.
All right. Anything else?
Well, I guess I will. Let's see. That wasn't my entire movement. I'm gonna back up this far just to sort of like look back and be like, Kachka, WTF?
And that's one more round, turn. Mom.
Now I will say it is 10:47 on the East Coast. So, and that was the end of going around to round. So we're at the top again. So we could stop here, or we can continue. I leave it up to you folks. What would you like to do?
I could keep going for a bit, but not too long.
You can do one more round.
Well, then let's do another round if everyone's okay with that.
Yep.
Right.
So someone pointed out in the chat, thank you, person in the chat, something that is buried very far down in D&D Beyond's character sheet for some reason. For rogues, when there's something that calls for a dex save, when there's a spell that calls for a dex save and you take half damage,
you don't take any damage.
I don't take any damage, yeah.
So you get
so what you're trying to tell me, Scott, and I just did not understand at all. Okay.
Because I didn't really
I did not parse that. Thank you. Thanks
you were still down enough that 11 hit points was helpful though, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Because I was my max was
lava
14.
bath.
But you should undo all of those half damages.
Exactly. Yeah. So you have even more hit points.
Okay. Thanks. Sorry, I just did not process what you said. So better now.
I don't know if you know the math, but I think we each took about 25. I took like approximately 25 fire damage from half a fireball. So yeah, that may be what you're.
I am in good shape.
Well, tactically, we're not.
I have 20. I'm up to 25 of 65.
You're in a dire situation. But Kachka's turn is coming up, so perhaps she will save us all because the future is female. Kachka.
That's right. Female bugs. Okay, so Kachka will quickly strum a power chord on her cleatar and cast invisibility on herself.
Nope.
She's seen the flames emerging from that hallway, so she's not in any hurry to get there quick. But she also wants to avoid any attacks from these creatures in this room. So she's gone invisible. She's going to use her move to start heading towards the next room along the cakewalk.
Very good. Place yourself where you would like to be. Well, within your range of movement. Umlal, you've found yourself in a sticky wicket, as they say in Athos. You've got
would you like to take a guess?
A lot of croquet on wicket on Athos.
Secretly. It's cricket, not croquet.
Cricket. Yep. Oh, croquet also has
wickets. Yeah, croquet also
has
wickets.
It does, but do they use the term sticky wicket in croquet?
Depends
it's
how much
sticky.
marmalade is on it.
Yeah.
Fair.
I will not be croquet policed by you, Erica, my dear friend and now enemy.
Here, I think there's only one way to solve this.
Scott, would you care to take a wild guess about Amlal's emotional state at this point?
I think he is calm, cool, and collected.
Cool. In the middle of the fire temple. He's
state of
cool
mind,
like
Dan.
Cool like a summer breeze.
Breeze makes me feel fine.
Rage just filled him, and he's like, "I was just asking simple question."
It's true.
So I will go into
Unprovoked
a rage,
aggressiveness is not
and
cool.
I will start. Oh, boy,
Unbecoming of a cultist, I think.
yeah. Carlos, you attacked the genie.
I did.
Okay, we should probably concentrate our attack.
Oh, I stand corrected. Apparently, in the United States, sticky wicket can also refer to croquet.
Oh.
Well,
I don't live in the United States.
Yeah, and you're barely an American anymore. So, congratulations.
Oh my.
So attacking, let's see, great sword attack. 29, I'm guessing will hit.
Yes.
For 20 damage. Second
Okay.
attack, 26 will hit for 15 damage.
All right.
And
It does not appear to be happy.
Well, good. That makes 2 of us. Can I do that? Was a bonus action. That was an action. Did I only get 2 attacks? I think I only get 2 attacks. So I guess I am done. But I'm angry.
All right. It is the genie's turn here. Let's see. What's the diameter of this room?
– 45 feet.
Thank you. Oh, wait. That's not good. He's not going to do that. He will just attack good old Umlaw.
Good old Umlaw.
So
How I hate
blasé.
him.
How I hate him.
He's going to swing his giant scimitar. A natural 20 probably hits a 17.
17 also hits since that is my armor class.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So you will take. Let's see. Oh, this is. Thanks to that fireball, I have the right number of dice for this one hit.
Oh, boy.
$34 points of damage from the first hit.
Okay, that will be halved because I'm raging.
And then you'll take 19 points of damage from the second.
Which is also halved, so that would be 9.
And he's yelling in this language that sounds like the crackling of fire and the flowing of magma.
Just to put it out there, even though I did rage and take half damage from that, I'm at 16 hit points out of 113, so not great.
Uh-oh.
Regdar.
Regdar has been carefully plotting his next move. Regdar should really retrain or learn a different spell instead of Summon Greater Demon, because that's really it's so appetizing there. But I'm not going to do that now that I know that.
It seems to create more problems than it solves.
You know, Dan, I have notes for you about another adventure that we play in. Then I am going to use Sleep. I'm going to cast Sleep at 3rd level on the one of the flame priests or priestesses. Let's target this on the one to the north. Sleep at 3rd level. I get to let's see here. Sorry, D&D Beyond is bad.
Are you focusing it so just that guy gets the brunt of it?
Yeah, well, theoretically it could also put the other guy to sleep, but it's unlikely to do so. I roll 5d8 at higher levels. I get to roll an additional 2d8 for each slot above the first. So I believe I get to roll 4 extra d8s. 5 plus 4 is 9. 98.
98.
So here's 9d8 worth 98 hit points worth of bad guys. Well, potentially bad guys fall asleep.
What have they done that's so bad?
That is a pretty low roll for 9d8, isn't it?
That 36? Is a pretty.
That's a garbage roll.
36 is exactly half.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess that's exactly average. Well, I bet that.
I think not.
I bet. Yeah. I bet that priest has more than 36 hit points.
That priest does, in fact, have more than 36 hit points.
So basically, nothing happens except that I expended a spell.
He yawns.
Fortunately, I think sleep past like really low-level adventures kind of sucks.
Yeah. I thought it was...
You're fighting like a bunch of kobolds.
Yeah, it's good for polishing off a room of very low hit points.
I just thought it might put a caster to sleep and make the fight a little bit better.
I mean, with a really good roll, you might
would have. Yeah, no,
worth a shot.
He's drowsy, Tony. You shouldn't operate heavy equipment.
I think Regdar is going to have to back up just a little bit to try and not get fireballed. I don't know.
Be careful, there's salamanders.
There's salamanders. Regdar will move into the room to try and not get fireballed. Question mark? You described that there were some pillars around the periphery of this room supporting the
so Regdar would behind one now.
Yeah, Regdar would like to cower behind a pillar.
Very good.
Cowering in action or a bonus action?
It's a bonus for. I think it's a free action for Regdar because of my class. It's a class feature.
That's right. Cower. What level are you cowering?
This is quality level 9 cowering, sir.
Very powerful. Carlos,
have a magical day.
You have a large, angry genie of some sort. You've got some flame priests and a razor blast. Umlal said, I've seen better days, and you sense some cowering, right. Some powerful cowering behind a column.
Fellow players, do we think that the genie is just gonna do this? Should I just keep attacking it, or might the flame priest have some control over it? Should I just focus my efforts on the genie? Is that okay?
I mean,
the only person we
flame priests aren't just going to keep dropping fireballs left and right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure there's a winning.
Mm-hmm. There can you look around and see if there is a horn or something like that we destroyed to free the last one? Is there the horn obviously sitting on the altar?
Well, I mean,
also just ask the genie if he wants to be free.
Seems like
to wait till his turn to find out.
Oh yeah, actually yes. Okay, Scott. I will say to the genie, if you don't want to do this, we could free you, and then you could leave. And I also want to look in his little room that he was in. I just want to glance over there and see if there might be anything that I recognize, like that horn or whatever, that might be a way to free him.
As you glance over, you see colorful carpets and throw pillows are scattered across the floor, while a sumptuous feast is laid out on an obsidian table along the far wall. Under it is an ornate chest. A chair with finely woven cloth coverlets and pillows sits along the north side. Small jets of flame that emerge from the walls at regular intervals light the place.
Wow.
It seems to me like an ornate chest seems like something that maybe our rogue could open and discover if there's something in it that was important.
Yeah, but if that's his room, that's the thing's not going to be there, because if he had it, he's doing whatever he wants. Like, that won't be helpful. If he has control of his own
maybe
whatever.
He doesn't have a key.
Yeah, I think magic doesn't allow him to destroy his own vessel.
Maybe.
All right, well, failing that, I'm just going to attack him.
Hey, can we help you? Murder.
That's right. If you don't want to do this, let me know. I want to hit you.
I mean, actually, no.
This is what we call all diplomacy.
Well, it's Carlos diplomacy. So Carlos is actually going to move around and attack the flame priest.
Give me an Arcana check. since you are now a student of the mystical.
It's a 5, Scott.
That's.
I
was just going to say, what kind of a student is Carlos?
That's about right.
All right, never mind. All right, you attack the flame priest.
Flame priest. Yeah, here we go. This will be fun. Maybe 23 to hit.
Fun for who? That will hit.
11 piercing damage.
As you hit that, there's a magic force field kind of appears and then collapses as you hit. How much damage did you say?
11.
11.
And then, and I shouldn't bother rolling fire damage on this guy either?
You should.
Oh.
But you will just have it for me.
Okay, well, that's different than not rolling it.
It's true.
It's better. Okay, well then, that is 4 additional fire damage.
All right.
Or less than that.
4, was that halved?
No, I rolled 4 damage.
Okay, well then.
2, I guess. 29 to hit.
Certainly will hit.
He will take 7 slashing damage. I rolled a crit.
Yay.
So what do I do? Double the dice?
Roll the dice twice.
Roll 2 times as many dice, yeah.
Roll the dice twice.
Okay, well.
It's exciting.
Well, yeah.
Or not.
17 damage.
All right.
Plus. 15 halved fire damage.
So 15 in half.
Yes, so 7
roll down.
more damage. And there's one more.
Oh, all right.
25 to hit.
25 will hit.
10 more slashing damage on that guy.
Right. That guy is dead.
Yeah!
Nice.
Should have started with those guys. Clearly.
And Carlos looks around to the pillar where Regudar probably is and says, "I put him to sleep."
Oh dear, trash talking your own party members.
Yep.
All right. He's
the
asleep.
rabbits first.
Let's see here.
Oh, is it the cultist turn?
It is the salamander's turn.
Oh.
They are swimming around in their lava, looking. They swim under the catwalk and kind of scrape along it, looking for someone to attack, but they can't find anyone.
I bet they'd love to climb out if they had legs.
It's true. They do not have legs. As you'll remember from my finely detailed description.
Fantasy salamanders don't have legs.
Famously.
Okay. I'm going to... All right. I guess I'm going to stop using the ruler tool so I can move my character. Step into the room a little more, loath as I am to do that. Crud. I can't quite get over there. All right.
Shara, why don't you give me an Arcana check at advantage?
Yeah. Let's see what Carlos didn't understand.
Which of the many?
That's a 10 with advantage.
Well, you know that this thing is an Afridi and that it is an elemental, and that it probably doesn't. It probably speaks its elemental language, and that's it.
Which is not any of the languages I speak. I wonder if it
speaks Ignan.
Does anybody here know if an Ifrit also has a vessel like a genie does? A similar situation.
Like those rolls.
Maybe I'll roll on my turn and see how I do.
I wonder if primordial might be a language we would have in common.
I speak Infernal. But that's not the language that Scott just said, which I have
Yeah.
already forgotten
Ignan.
the name of.
Ignan.
You're
You need to speak
ignorant about
Frito in
Ignan.
order to
It only speaks one language.
It only speaks one. Okay. Thank
the
you for
language
giving
of
that to us.
love.
That's right.
All right. Well, I don't
fire.
understand it. I'm going to aim a
Love is a
crossbow
burning thing.
at the doodad behind Omlal. Crossbow bolt, not the crossbow. I'm not throwing my crossbow at anything.
And you're firing at the armored doodad or the flame priest.
The flame priest.
Okay.
No. Oh.
No, no. The armored doodad behind Omlal.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a 1 to hit.
That will miss.
Yeah.
Your
Assuming you don't have inspiration.
Oh, no.
bolt shatters against the column right there, right next to Regdar. He's like, I'm cowering over here.
I'm cowering here.
See?
Sounds just like him. All right, well, I'm gonna go hide behind this pillar. I'm gonna take a move out of Regnar's, but hide behind this pillar. Hope that
There's
it gives me a
plenty of pillars.
Yes, this room is well equipped with pillars. All right. So let's see.
I know Fireball's going to go around corners, but can it go around pillars?
That's
There are
the
no
question.
corners on
That's what we're
pillars.
here to find
That's
out.
Yeah, not a
Impossible.
single
A
corner.
pillar is like an infinite corner.
Oh no.
No. Unfortunately, this guy does have one more fireball, and it seems like this is the time that you would want to use a fireball. So
I'm glad I haven't gone yet.
and
You
will
have fire resistance anyway.
That's true.
So everyone, so
but
Carlos,
I'm still gonna get hit.
Umlal, Shara, and Regdar will all be enveloped in a fireball,
All right.
as is the Afridi, but he does not seem to
Doesn't
care
care.
for some reason.
Well, I'm being very dexterous today, but I still, of course, take half damage.
Critical
right.
success.
Nice.
So I take no damage, right, Scott?
Unfortunately,
Incorrect.
just the same as every other success.
What's half damage?
Don't know yet.
What's full
mystery.
damage?
31 is full damage.
Ouch.
So half damage
Half
50.
damage is 15.
Ow.
Mhm.
Glad I saved.
I will say Regdar is bloodied.
Does anyone remember what Amlal said his points were at last time?
It was a number that was
It was
very
16.
near. Yeah.
Ah. And now it's the Razor Blast's turn.
Might have been a little early to celebrate that one hit.
Oh, I wasn't celebrating. That
Okay.
was panicked cry laughing.
He will, say 50-50 because you're both here. So low will be Carlos. So he will attack Carlos, and then Umlal, and then Carlos. All right. So
What?
2 on Carlos and 1 on Umlal.
Wait a second. Good news. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creatures. I'm gonna hit him.
Go down fighting.
He's gonna attack you first. Let's see if he hits. He misses, and now he will attack Carlos. So you can attack him.
15.
15 will miss. Does a 19 hit Carlos?
It does.
And Carlos, you get hit, and you take, let's see, 6 points of damage and another 6 points of fire damage. So 12 total.
Okay.
And Zatasha, things are looking grim for your group.
I can't actually get close enough to Amlal to heal. So sorry about that. I am not that fast. 15. I can get into the room. How you said the ceiling was like a big dome?
Yes.
How tall is it? And I'm flying, so I'm just curious if there's anything up on the ceiling that could be helpful. A cute little like nook that I could just like perch in.
It is a smooth domed ceiling that is, I would say, 40 feet high at its
40
apex.
feet.
It's like a lava dome, lava tube.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go instead of going to the right, I will
Beyond
to the
lava
left so that
dome.
there's a pillar between
Enter
me
the lava dome.
and the giant thing. Wow, Amla looks like he's probably gonna go down soon. So let's see. Oh, I guess I can't from here. I will use command to attack or command to strike. So Amlal, please. Wait, did you already use your reaction though? This turn, didn't you? Just to hit him.
Just use it. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't.
Carlos, please use your reaction to strike at. How bad does the big guy look? Like, are we almost? Have they whittled him down, or?
He certainly has some slashes in his chest. He does not seem to be overly concerned.
Should I be making like an Arcana or perception check to see if there's anything I notice in this room as I fly in?
Would you like to make an
I would like
perception check?
Yeah, actually, I mean, that's probably a good idea to just make a perception check to see what's going on here. I got a 16.
You notice that you think that there are some tapestries on the walls that are of fine value. The altar appears as though you were kind of they were in the midst of some sort of ritual. That's about all you.
What's
notice.
on the altar?
A bowl that has some fire in it at the moment.
Ooh, a fireball.
And that's it. There's no other
That's
like
it.
implements or anything.
No.
Like, would knocking that bowl off of the table would that be helpful or not?
Sure.
Can I even do that from? Nope. It's
Now
too
you
far
would
away.
say you have been in a couple of elemental nodes before, and this does not appear to be grand enough to be where they are summoning
Nope.
their their overlord.
This is just like the break room.
How is this guy doing? The armored fellow. Does he look like he's closer to death than the huge guy?
Nobody has hit the armored fellow.
Yeah, he's
so-
uninjured.
Okay. Gotcha.
I like that. I continue to look for good news in a situation that is mainly full of news.
He does have a congenital heart defect, but you don't know.
Oh, whoa!
Wow.
Wow.
What a way
Wow,
for him
dark.
to find out.
Yeah.
Is that why he's got an opening in his torso that's got fire in
No,
it?
it's radical cardiac intervention.
Wow.
Oh, and everybody is just like aligned in a way that I'm actually going to cast a wind stream on the big guy. I'm basically just going to send a line of focused air straight through him, so that it from here, so that it does not hit Carlos or Amwal.
All right. I don't know
And-
what this is, so tell me if I need to do something.
Nope. Let's see. As an action, you create a line of focused air 30 feet long, 5 feet wide. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. And then taking some damage and being knocked prone or half damage on a successful save. And that's
It rolled an
strength.
18.
That will probably make it. That will make it. But half damage is still damage. See if I can roll better this time. 48.
38.
16.
Is
So
that halved?
that is not halved. So that was a waste of some points. I should have just had somebody hit. Oh well.
It is buffeted by wind. And does that mean that the winds of change are blowing across this battle and the tides will turn as the moon of opportunity crests for our party? Or does this spell fiery doom for Eglath's
Are we-
angels? Find
Are
out
we an
next time.
astrology podcast now? Is that what happened?
That's right. The moon, the I don't know any
The moon,
astrology
is,
terms.
the moon
so-
is in salamanders right now.
Oh no,
That's right,
That's a
yes.
bad place for the moon. That shouldn't keep your moon there.
That's right. Find out next time if the moon exits the salamander on Total Party Kill.
Fire is in Uranus.
Oh, God.
Thanks for saving
I
it
was
until
like,
we're off.
we are not getting away from this without Steve saying something about mooning a salamander. So
Well, then the fire would definitely be in Uranus if you were to do
Mm.
that.
Oh,
It's basically asking for it, really.
good job, everybody.
Yep.
Or sorry, job, everybody.
Well, I mean, we're
See?
not dead yet.
It's
Not
pronounced
dead
Job,
yet.
Please.
that's
We're
right.
leaning
job.
heavily in that direction, but we are not dead yet.
If I were 2 levels higher, I have the thing where when I have 1 hit point and I get hit, I can make a saving throw and keep fighting. But
maybe you'll level up twice in the off.
Can I level up twice in the
That's
next 6 seconds?
Probably not.
Well then, I'm probably going down.
They say you level up twice before as you're dying.
On my next turn, I can get to you. So
It'll never be the same, Eric.
Healing is on the way eventually.
I need
That,
maybe 113 hit points down.
That wasn't how I thought that would go. But good job, everybody. Thumbs up. I thought the roper would be more of a challenge, but you said let's
thank you,
just
Scott.
get everything else that's here at the same time.
Move on to the next challenge.
let's fight the entire cavern full of monsters simultaneously.
Come at me, bros!
You know, things happen when you wander into a room full of cultists without looking to your left or right.
Playing my character.
You played him accurately. I think apparently canonically, Almal has no peripheral vision either.
Goliaths can't look up. I've heard that.
Yeah,
True.
they can't.
True.
Yeah.
Some DMs would award inspiration for somebody playing their game. And some DMs are Scott.
I was.
Oh yeah, I'm one of those dungeon masters who's great about remembering that inspiration is a mechanic in the game Dungeons and Dragons.
do we want to change where the files are going so that they come to
Are we
the
still
city?
live? Are we?
Oh, we're still live.
Oops.
Oh, I stopped recording.
They don't
Say
wanna
goodbye.
feel the
All right.
sausage is
Goodbye,
made.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.